zone, and we did a nice job. So hopefully we can, continue that momentum.
Saturday night we begin. When you're facing a team for the second time in a season, how much stock do you put in what happened during the first game?
I think you put a lot into it because of the simple fact you go back and watch and you kind of see what they did and how they, and in this case, how they beat us, and who beat us and how they did it, what their strengths are. It's really nice, especially for me being new to the league. It's nice to really make adjustments, and I think that's what these last couple of days of practice were about, making adjustments on them and how we can maybe better attack them offensively and defensively, and it'll be a fun game for us.
Yeah, so Colton Dykehouse went off for 28 points. Anya Berghorst added 14, and you still only lost by 5.
It was an interesting game. You hate to make excuses, and you never do, because they were definitely the better team that night. We were coming off 3 weeks of not playing, and they're a good team. They're 5-1 in the league for a reason. So those two players especially, they hurt us with those numbers. So they're definitely the focal point, and hopefully we can do a better job on it this time.
All right, Coach. Once again, it's great to have you back. Thanks so much.
Good, thank you.
And now live courtside at the DeVos with his preview of tonight's contest. Here's my partner, Scott Nyheis.
All right, good evening, everyone. Holland Christian comes into this game against the Chicks from Zeeland East with a 6-5 record on the season. The Maroons own a 4-2 conference record in the OK Green. Looking up at this Chicks team and the Crusaders from Unity Christian. The Maroons had an off night on Tuesday and have enjoyed the extra time off in order to get all of the troops, including Coach Cool, healthy again. Tonight, the Maroons look to avenge a January loss to the Chicks. They'll need to take advantage of the home court and their fans here at the DeVos to defeat Zeeland East tonight.
And tonight, as we said, does begin the second round of league play for both of these teams. For the Chicks, it's been a tale of 2 seasons. In December, they lost all 5 of the games they played. But since the calendar turned to 2018 and they started playing teams in the OK Green, they're 5-2, coming off a loss last Friday night to Godwin Heights by a score of 66-38. The Chicks' only loss in league competition has come to Unity Christian. So overall, they're 5-7 with a second-place league record of 5-1. This season under Coach Mike Fenlon, they've had some challenges on defense, giving up an average of 55.9 points per game while scoring just 50.5. It'll be interesting to see if Clayton Dykehouse can come close to matching his 28-point performance against Holland Christian back on January 5 when the Chicks won 62-57. Girls varsity game, same song, second verse in Zeeland on January 5. The Zeeland East girls beat Holland Christian by, let's see here. Well, no, it's not. I'm sorry, I'll get it yet. It was 12 points. And tonight, here at DeVos Fieldhouse, it was again Zeeland East by 12 over Holland Christian, 42-30. Holland Christian girls now have a record of 3-11. The Zeeland East girls are at 10-3. We'll have more of our pregame show in a moment right here on 96.5 and 1260 The Pledge.
Running up and down the court is like driving up and down the road. Everything's going great until you try to stop on a wet floor. It's like hitting the brakes on ice. The next thing you know, you're out of the game. Whether your car is double dribbling oil or doing its own layup in your driveway, we can help. OK Tire has 5 locations in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland and can help your car have a winning season. Online at oktirestores.net.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer from Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of a fellow Holland Christian alumni at Compound Door, where over half our staff are HC grads. We carry CHI garage doors. CHI offers a large selection of traditional and carriage house styles, designs, and windows. Come by our showroom and see the full collection of CHI doors powered by LiftMaster operators at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136th in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
Scott, let's talk about that January 5 game just a little bit. Clayton Dykehouse went off for 28. Berghorst added 14. The Maroons did not shoot particularly well and still only lost by 5. So philosophically, do you let Dykehouse go and try and shut Berghorst and the rest of the guys off? Or do you try and shut Dykehouse off and sort of let the rest of the guys go?
I think you got to find a way to stay with the quickness of Dykehouse. He, if he gets 28 points again tonight, I don't think the Maroons are going to be able to pull this one off. But that would be my coaching philosophy. They got to find a way to stop him.
And Berghorst is no slouch. He, as we said, contributed 14 points in that 62-57 Zeeland East victory back on January 5. So comparing them offensively, the Maroons just a couple of points more at 51.9, Zeeland East at 50.5. Defensively, the Maroons much better, holding their opponents to 47.3, while Zeeland East is giving up 55.9. We are looking forward to the beginning of this second round of OK Green competition here in the 2017-2018 high school basketball season. Good crowd on hand tonight. Let's turn things over to public address announcer Dick Voss.
Conference members, the Chicks and Zeeland East. Let's support the educational environment by contributing confident sportsmanship that puts knowing God on display through his gift of sport. Enjoy the beauty of sport, the excitement of competition, and the many efforts that go into preparation for this event. This game is a privilege and is made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Our veterans are pillar members in our communities, and we are proud of each and every veteran in attendance with us tonight. A special welcome to the Holland Christian Flag Detail as veterans from our community will assist us in presenting the colors this evening. Please rise and honor America as the Holland Christian Pep Band leads us in the playing of our national anthem.
Holland Christian Pep Band with our national anthem. Great group of students from Holland Christian on hand here tonight, and a really good contingent of students from Zeeland East as well. If you're in the neighborhood, we've still got room for you here at the DeVos Fieldhouse. Come on down. Otherwise, curl up by the radio, and on this cold winter night, enjoy some high school basketball with us here on the Pledge. Color guard exiting center court here at the DeVos Fieldhouse, and that means we're just about ready for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. Coach Fenlon starting the same five he started back on January the 5th, and we'll introduce him along with public address announcer Dick Bowman.
And now the starting lineup for Zeeland East Chicks. At guard, junior 3, Clayton Dykehouse.
185, 5'11", a junior guard. Number 3, Clayton Dykehouse. A 160-pound, 6'1", senior. Number 4, Blake Hildenbrand at a guard. And a third guard, a 140-pound, 6-foot freshman, Trip Remersman. Number 22 is also a freshman. He's 6 feet tall, Ethan Hotelling. And in the middle is number 44, 6'7", 255-pound, Adam Berghorst, that is. And Zeeland East coached by Mike Fenlon.
Your Holland Christian
for the Maroons of Holland Christian. And a guard number 3, Ethan Aldrink, the sophomore. And a forward, junior Vince Overway. And a guard, Noah Hoekstra, getting another start. And a forward, 32, Levi Van Dam. And another forward, 34, Chris Mukma, Holland Christian, coached by David Kuhl. Always exciting when these two rivals get together.
A lot of energy in the building tonight.
Yes, there is. Chicks in their dark brown road uniforms trimmed in gold. Holland Christian in their home whites trimmed in maroon. The last of a long homestand for Holland Christian. We're on the road Tuesday night as the Maroons travel to Hawkeye country, go to Hamilton. But first things first, try and avenge a 5-point loss to Zeeland East back in early January. For Holland Christian, it was the first game after the long holiday break. So here we go.
What a great student section for the Maroons tonight.
Maroons will go right to left. Van Dam steps in against Berghorst, and we're ready to get this one underway. A WP&W Zeeland, Holland, Grand Rapids. In the air, tap controlled by Berghorst, taken down by Hildenbrand, and left for Dykhouse in the back court. He'll walk it across the timeline, being guarded by Ethan Aldrink. Big height advantage, Holland Christian. Quickness advantage, Zeeland East. Off on the left side to Hotelling, back to Dykhouse, who lost it, poked away, and the Maroons had it for a moment and now do retain possession. Zeeland East turnover as Aldrink poked it away from Dykhouse. Now Overway, midway between the rings at the top, goes right wing for Hoekstra. Up top, Mukma, left side, Aldrink. Down on the block, left side. Vince Overway hooks it up and missed it, and it's rebounded by Berghorst for the Chicks. He'll get it to Dykhouse. Dykhouse all the way to the bucket. With the right hand, left it short, maybe partially blocked by Aldrink. Mukma rebound and ahead for Holland Christian. That pass broken up by Hildenbrand right in front of us. So the Maroons will get it just inside half court on their offensive left. Hoekstra to throw it in. In the left corner, Aldrink threw it over the basket with a pass intended for Van Dam. Now at the right elbow, here's Overway. Turnaround from 15, no good. And a rebound again to Berghorst. That's 2 for the big guy. Dykhouse into the front court with the left-hand dribble. Stops 6 feet short of the three-point arc and now backs it out toward the timeline. Waiting to get something set up. Left side, they get it to Hildenbrand. He'll go down in the left corner to Berghorst. Berghorst just inside the arc, works around Van Dam. Van Dam with a good defense and finally a foul underneath. Good shot fake. No, they're going to call a walk on Berghorst.
I thought so. I think he traveled before he got fouled.
Second turnover on the Chicks. We're scoreless with 6:38 left in the first. Now the Chicks set up full court man-to-man pressure. Pressure defense has not been much of a problem for Holland Christian this year. Overway into the front court easily. Aldrink now at the top of the key on a weave. We'll hand it to Mukma. Mukma to the left elbow. Faked it left, threw it right. Now in the corner, open for 3. It's Aldrink. No. And Mukma had his hands on the rebound, but Dykhouse came away with it. And now Van Dam trying really hard not to commit a foul, did on Dykhouse in the back court. It was a late whistle. First personal foul of the ball game goes against Levi Van Dam for Holland Christian. We have 6:16 left to play, first period. And it's Remersma to bring it up. First time Tripp's had his hands on the ball. And now an offensive foul called on Berghorst for the moving screen. That's his first, team's first. Looks like they're going to call it tight, Scott.
Good defensive intensity for the Maroons to start this game.
That is the third turnover for Zeeland East. Here's Hoekstra with it. Sideline right, almost got around Dykhouse, handed it to Overway. They switch up top, Van Dam. Aldrink left wing, up top Hoekstra. Hoekstra standing, top of the key, looking to his right. Got it to Overway. Overway just outside the arc. On top, Aldrink. Thought about the 3, put it on the deck instead, now to Hoekstra. Tried to get it to the block, and it was knocked away for a moment by Hotelling, or by Remersma rather. But the Maroons get it back. The right corner, Mukma. Trying to get around Remersma, giving him all kinds of trouble, and that's a charge called on Mukma. Great defense by the freshman. Trip Remersma. Foul on Muckman, his team's first turnover. Holland Christian.
Muckman just led with the elbow a little bit there, and that's what drew the whistle.
This is the tightest first half officiating crew we've seen in a very long time. So Clayton Dykehouse to bring it up. Still scoreless, 5:25 left in the first period. Hotelling with it. On a weave to Remersma. Now up top, Berghorst. Back to Remersma, left wing. Remersma up top. Hotelling. 3-ball on the way and no good. And a long rebound comes out to Aldrich. Ethan will bring it up with 5:10 left in a scoreless first period. Aldrich around Dykehouse. Stops at the right elbow. Up top, Van Dam. Back to Aldrich. Aldrich with the left-hand dribble around a screen by Van Dam into the lane. Now back in the corner. Overway for three is short, and the rebound comes out to Dykehouse. Dykehouse hurries into the front court for Zeeland East. Still maintains the left-hand dribble. Now around to Berghorst screen. Dykehouse to the hole. Missed the layup. That's his second missed layup. And here's Overway running the other way. 4:41 left in the first. We are still goose eggs on the scoreboard as Hoekstra misses a three. Tapped rebound. Muckman out to Aldrich on the offense for Holland Christian. Left corner Overway. Wide open. Doesn't want it. Off the block. No. Foul inside. Remersma for pushing. Trip Remersma picks up his first. Team's second.
Another foul that looked a little bit ticky-tack.
30-second timeout called by Coach Mike Fenlon. What looks really weird is 2 zeros up on that big scoreboard across the way with 4:28 left to play in the first period. What are they doing? Scott playing tight or just playing tough defense?
A couple shots looked like they might have short-armed him a little bit, but really I think both teams are playing great defense. Maroons were fortunate there that Dykehouse missed the layup on their last possession. That exact move is what killed the Maroons the last time in the game at Zeeland East.
And he loves to take it coast to coast, and if you don't stop him someplace out near the three-point line, he will get it all the way to the basket somehow. All right, Maroons ball out of bounds, baseline left. Noah Hoekstra is going to trigger it in. New player, Boone Bonema, a 6'3 junior, is in for Zeeland East. Van Dam gets it on the baseline. Now to Hoekstra on the wing, up top, Overway. Fumbled it momentarily, picked it back up. Vince, right side at the sideline for Aldrich. Now he'll dribble it up to the center circle and hand it to Hoekstra. Noah directs a little traffic to Van Dam at the free throw line. Aldrich lost the dribble and had it knocked away. And a turnover for Holland Christian. There's second. And now we've got a carry called on Remersma. So turnover number 4 for Zeeland East. Three-quarter court. Muckman gets it in to Hoekstra. Dykehouse back there with him. Van Dam sets the screen on Dykehouse. Hoekstra looking for something. Bounces it off the right elbow to Van Dam. Levi underneath finds Muckman for the layup and will get some points on the board. Chris Muckman from Levi. Van Dam puts the Maroons up 2-zip at 3:43 left in the first.
Great look from Van Dam on that play.
And ahead to Remersma from Dykehouse. Remersma fakes and puts it up and in. Remersma with 4. He only had 3 back in January against the Maroons. Muckman with it, picks up the dribble, needs help, and finally gets it from Van Dam on the right elbow. Up top to Hoekstra. Hoekstra inside Muckman, got around everybody but missed the layup. Rebound pulled out of there by Hildenbrand. He'll get it to Dykehouse. Here come the Chicks, leading 4-2. Dykehouse, crossover dribble, 3-ball up and good. Dykehouse gets his first bucket of the night. 7-2 East with 2:38 left in the first. Boy, they could put them up in a hurry. Hoekstra just across the timeline, and they're going to say over and back. I thought Dykehouse touched it, so did Hoekstra.
I think Dykehouse talked the ref into that foul.
Yeah, I think so too. That's 3 turnovers against the Maroons. There's Gabe Overway for Holland Christian, Brady Howe for Holland Christian, Will Van Wieren for Holland Christian. Muckman and Overway stay out there. That's Vince Overway amongst the starters. For the Chicks, Colin Aronson, a 5'11 junior, is checking in. Here's Bonema, half court near side to throw it into Dykehouse. Now guarded by Brady Howe. Dykehouse midway between the rings, one hands it left side. Aronson for 3, no. And a weak side rebound pulled down by Chris Muckman. They'll get it to Howe, and Brady Howe will bring it up. Maroons are down by 5 with 2:14 left in the first. Brady Howe all the way into the lane, kicks it out to a wide open Will Van Weeren for three, and it's good! That's our man Will Van Weeren, instant offense off the bench. It's 7-5.
Good look and great shot by Will from a long, deep three.
2 minutes left in the first. Dykhouse still out near the timeline with the dribble. Directing traffic. Over to Hildenbrand. Hildenbrand deep right. Over to Dykhouse. Thought about the NBA plus three. And puts it on the deck. Good job by Brady Howe to stick with him. 1:39 left in the first period. This is Hildenbrand. Bounce it over to Dykhouse. Deep left. Dykhouse trying to get around Howe. Brady sticking to him like glue. Dykhouse still with the dribble. Bounce it right side for Aronson. Aronson at the right elbow to Bonema. Underneath, up, and a missed layup put up by Colton Compagner. Compagner misses it. Here's Van Weeren to bring it up for Holland Christian. They're down 2, 1:14 left in the first. Left side, Howe. Howe quickly to the right elbow. Picks up the dribble to Muckman. Muckman into the lane. Tried to bounce it underneath, and a foul on Zeeland East is called on Hildenbrand. That will be Blake's first, team's third. That'll get Michael Zierup, a 6'2 junior, off the bench. And Hildenbrand's going to sit down. Coach Fenlon going to his bench early and often in this one. Howe to trigger baseline right. In the right corner to Vince Overway. Vince trying to spin around Aronson. He got it to Muckman. Now back to Howe up top to set it up with 60 seconds left in the first period. Right elbow, Vince Overway, turnaround jumper is good from 15.
There's the one he was looking for.
And we're tied at 7, just under a minute to play in the first. Dykhouse gets the high screen from Compagner. All the way in, scoops and missed it. Rebound pulled out of there by Muckman. Ahead to Howe on the run. Lob it ahead for Gabe Overway. Gabe Overway, reverse layup, and it's good on the head play. Boy, East did all they could to shut that one off, and it just didn't work. Give Zierup credit for trying to keep it away from Overway. But Gabe got the bucket. 9-7 Maroons, 24 seconds left in the first period. Dykhouse dribbling out the clock, we would assume. He'll no-look it in the right-hand corner to Aronson. Aronson puts it on the deck to mid-post. And now through it to Dykhouse. He'll fake one guy, get around another guy, go under the basket, and taken away by Gabe Overway on a bad pass by Dykhouse. Here's Howe at the buzzer, off the front of the rim. No after one. Holland Christian with a 9-7 lead on the play.
Michigan Hearing Experts wants you to know the real effects of hearing loss. Hearing loss can signal dementia. It's true, but there's good news. Treating hearing loss can ward off dementia. It's time to treat hearing loss at Michigan Hearing Experts. Good folks with a heart for people, not patients, people. Let's treat hearing loss in your life today. Michigan Hearing Experts in Holland, Grand Haven, Jensen, and MichiganENTAllergy.com.
You don't have to choose between a college that has an excellent academic reputation and one that's serious about Christian conviction. At Calvin College, we live both of these things every day, in every moment. That means we think deeply about the world we live in, its people, the discoveries, all of it. And we wrestle with how our faith applies to every aspect of what we're learning. If you want to learn more and go deeper, you'll fit in well at Calvin. Find out more and about how we do faith and learning at calvin.edu. Calvin.edu.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Pledge.
In that first period, Holland Christian went 8 deep. Zeeland East went 9 deep. Little unusual for high school, especially in the first period of a ball game. We've already seen 17 players. Van Weeren to trigger, Maroons by 2 as we begin the second period. Alternating possession to the Maroons, and Van Weeren needs help. Finally gets it from Gabe Overway. Gabe sideline right up to Cousin Vince. Vince between the rings with a slow right-hand dribble. Goes right wing to Howe. And up top to Van Weeren. Quickly left side, Aldring. Aldring lobs it off the left block to Vince. Vince had it knocked away by Dykhouse. Still Holland Christian basketball now on the baseline. It's underway, second period. Maroons lead at 9-7. Brady Howe to trigger, baseline left. In the left corner, Gabe Overway poked away Boone Bonema. Still Holland Christian basketball.
Oh, that was fortunate.
Maroons reset. And they're going to want Howe further out toward the corner. It's still on the baseline. He'll throw it all the way on the right wing. Ethan Aldrich wide open three. No. And a rebound. Berghorst had it. Van Weeren knocked it away. It goes out of bounds to Holland Christian. Third set in a row for the Maroons. Here's how to throw it in. Ooh, Van Weeren took a big bump in the lane on that inbounds play. Howe, left side off the left block. Gabe, they double him, and it's thrown away. Dykhouse on the run. Dykhouse to the basket, fouled hard. And Aldrich will send him to the line. Good foul by Ethan Aldrich. That'll be his first, team's third. How about Aldrich keeping up with Dykhouse coming down the court?
Yeah, he was, Dykhouse was really flying down the court, and Aldrich did a nice job catching up to him.
At the stripe, too. All right, Dykhouse makes the free throw. And it'll be 4 for Clayton. Make it 9-8. Holland Christian just underway, second period. Dykhouse, the second is nothing but that. And we're tied at 9. One-man pressure, Dykhouse. Brady Howe, no problem getting around it. Gets Dykhouse screened off by Vince Overway. Now to Gabe Overway on the block left. In the lane finds a cutting Will Van Weeren. He lost control of the basketball. Still Holland Christian ball out of bounds. Zirup again got a hand on a pass. Zirup contributing good defense off the bench for Coach Fenlon. Baseline right, Brady Howe to throw it in. Bounce it in the right corner, Gabe Overway. Guarded by Bonema, got around him, and they're going to call a walk on Gabe Overway. That'll be the 5th Holland Christian turnover. Here comes Zeeland East in a tie game. Still in the first minute of the second period. Bonema gets it into Dykhouse on a couple of bounces. No pressure from the Maroons. Dykhouse up top, tried to get around Brady Howe. Brady cut him off, step back 3. Dykhouse high off the iron, no. Rebound, Bonema went up to get it. Now it's loose on the deck. Zirup in the lane. Berghorst blocked by Gabe Overway. Berghorst again got the bucket. Good offensive rebounding by Adam Berghorst to work hard for the 2 points. Put the Chicks up by 2. 6:44 left in the half. Brady Howe driving hard on Dykhouse. Now sideline right to Van Weeren. Van Weeren cuts toward the baseline. Pulls up over Berghorst from 10. No. And a rebound to Zirup for Zeeland East. He'll get it to Dykhouse. Here comes Clayton into the front court. Chicks with the ball up 2. Dykhouse left elbow. Dykhouse splits the defense and draws the foul on the floor. Dykhouse is all right, I guess. Thought he might get hurt for a minute. That's going to be on Brady Howe, his first and the team's 4th. Nate Ruloff and Chris Muckma into the Holland Christian lineup. Gabe Overway and Vince Overway will sit down. So will Brady Howe. And Eli Schoonvelt makes his first appearance of the night.
Nice job specifically by Brady Howe there, guarding Dykhouse.
Chicks lob it to Berghorst, way outside the three-point line. Comes right side to Dykhouse. Dykhouse holding. One hands it over to Bonema. Sideline left to Remersma. Up top, Dykhouse. Dykhouse will start the drive and get cut off. Good switch by Schoonvelt. Bounce it off the left side of the lane. Remersma finds Berghorst. His layup is blocked. They're going to call a foul on Holland Christian. I think Ruloff's got him. They can make it from 15 feet. Yep, Ruloff's foul. Nate's first, team's 5th. 5 guys with 1 apiece. He's at Berghorst. 14 points back on January 5 against the Maroons. 2 here so far tonight. Still 2. Missed it short. 11-9 Chicks. 6:02 left to play in the first half. And Berghorst is going to play Division I football in a couple of years. We'll put that one down. And here come the Maroons, now down 3, 5:56 left in the half. Schoonvelt dribbling up top. Dykhouse guarding him. Scooney finds Van Weeren on the block, and he missed a wide open layup. Expected contact, didn't get it. Another rebound to Berghorst. Now Dykhouse. Turn around for 3. Got it. Unbelievable. You wouldn't for the world think he was going to shoot that one, and it somehow goes in.
Silky smooth.
8 for Dykhouse, 15-9 Chicks. Scooney working around Dykhouse. Got himself free for a moment. Now he's double teamed. Trying to get it to Ruloff. He couldn't hang on to it, but they'll say Berghorst touched it last. So Scooney will trigger baseline right. Lob it into Ruloff's right corner. He'll turn around and get it to Van Weeren on the wing. Back in the corner, Schoonvelt for 3. Nope. Weak side rebound, knocked out of bounds by Zirup. Still Holland Christian ball. Here's Hildenbrand back in for Zeeland East. We're going to see Evan Cruzy for Holland Christian.
Cruzy gave the Maroons a big spark last week Friday night.
Aldring sits down. Schoonvelt lobs it in, and it's poked away by Boone Bonema. Tried to get it to Rulofs. Bonema skies through the air. Speaking of somebody that's going to play Division I football in a couple of years.
Good hustle by Bonema on that play.
Bonema's got about a half a dozen Division I offers already. And it comes to Van Weering. Van Weering goes right side to Cruzy. Back up top, Muckma. Round on the left to Schooney. Schoonvelt to Muckma. Right side, Cruzy. Cruzy up top. Schoonvelt. One dribble. Back to Cruzy for three. In and out. No good. And Berghorst has another rebound. 15-9 Chicks. And here comes Dykhouse for Zeeland East. Pull up NBA three. Good for Dykhouse. He is just too good, folks. That is 11 already with 4:46 left to play in the first half. Here's Muckma quickly into the lane. Splits the defense. Throws it up. No, but draws the foul. Muckma 2 from the stripe to our left. And that foul was on Berghorst. Adams second and the team's fourth. Berghorst, the first player in the game with 2. He's going to sit down. Ethan Hotelling is going to check back in. Meanwhile, Chris Muckma at the stripe, averaging 8.8 a game, had 12 against the Chicks first meeting this year. Just made his third. And it is not Berghorst that's going to sit down. It's Bonema for Hotelling. Meanwhile, Muckma with one more coming. And that one's short. And Dykhouse rebounds it for the Chicks of Zeeland East. 18-10. Chicks with the ball and the lead. 4.5 left to play in the half. Dykhouse the slow dribble. Berghorst wanted it on the pick and roll. Didn't get it to him. Now Hotelling with it. Hotelling, one hand bounce pass to Berghorst outside the arc right. Rulof's out there with him. Berghorst working his way into the lane. Big bump, Nate Rulofs. That's about all you can do when the big guy puts it on the deck. Rulof just picked up his second. Team's sixth. Vince Overway is checking in. Ethan Aldring's checking in. And Levi Van Dam is in. Who's your point guard? I guess so. Bonema after a quick rest. I think that's what was supposed to happen in the first place.
Yeah.
Berghorst was supposed to come out. Now Bonema's back in. And Hotelling to trigger baseline right. He'll get it out on the left wing. Hildenbrand up top to Dykhouse. Dykhouse. They switch on him. Now threaten the double team. He gets it over to Hildenbrand. Back to Dykhouse between the circles. Dykhouse now working on Cruzy. Tried to bounce it to the right side. Vince got a hand on it. Meanwhile, Hildenbrand picked up the loose ball underneath the Reamers. He had his shot blocked, and they're going to call held ball. Alternating possession. Leave it down to our right for Zeeland East. Chicks by 8. Just past the halfway mark of period number 2. Hotelling to throw it in. Looking for Dykhouse. Gets it to him right wing. Dykhouse, the shot fake and the dribble. One hands at left corner, Hotelling. Left wing to Hildenbrand. Knocked away by Aldrich. Up top, Dykhouse. Cruzy on Dykhouse. Pull up 3 off the dribble. Missed that one. He is human, but Bonema had a rebound, and then Vince Overway knocked it out of bounds. Still, Chicks basketball. 3:40 left in the half. 8-point lead, Zeeland East. Hotelling to trigger again. Baseline right, this time out toward the corner. Hotelling looking. And we'll lob it out very high. And there's a steal by Holland Christian. 6 turnovers for the Chicks. Aldring's got it on the wing, left side. They clear off the left side for him. He doesn't do anything with it. Now further left to Cruzy. Cruzy up top. Right side, Vince Overway. Vince around Hotelling to the baseline. Back up top. Aldring for 3 over Dykhouse. Missed it. Dykhouse put a hand in his chest. No call. Should have been, but wasn't. And now Hildenbrand with the dribble, top of the key. Hildenbrand picks up his dribble at the top of the arc. Big bump up top, no call. Now Reamers went down in the corner to Hotelling. Hotelling out of the right corner with one dribble, tried to get it to Dykhouse. Aldrich knocked it away. Ball out of bounds, just under 3 to play in the half. Still 18-10 Chicks. Very low scoring ball game right now. Mike Zirik's back in. Hotelling is going to sit down for Coach Mike Fenlon. Quarter court right. The freshman, Trip Remersma, gets it into Zierup. Zierup lobs it over to Dykhouse, sideline left. Dykhouse walks with the dribble toward the timeline, now goes around Aldring, who runs into a double team. Tried to no-look it into Bonema, who wasn't looking for it, but unfortunately, Holland Christian touched it last. So still Chicks basketball. Zierup trigger, baseline right. Looking. And throws it left corner. Hildenbrand into Bonema, missed the layup. Bonema got his own rebound, put it up and in. That's Bonema's first basket of the night, making it 20-10. Chicks lead with 2:34 left in the half.
Something we haven't seen much of this year. The Maroons are really getting out-rebounded tonight.
Aldrich up top. Right side to Cruzy. Cruzy sideline right to Muckman. Turn around on the block, found Vince Overway. Vince up over Dykhouse with a little one, no good. Muckma pulls off an offensive board. Here's Aldrich in the lane. Big collision and a blocking call on Boone Bonema. Bonema's going to pick up his first, team's fifth. And Ethan Aldrich, sophomore, going to the line for Holland Christian. Maroons are down 10, 20-10 with 2:13 left in the half.
This game has really turned pretty physical here in the second quarter.
And only 1 point so far for Holland Christian in the period. Aldrich up and good. Ethan's first point of the night. He's averaging 12.7 a game. He's the Maroons' leading scorer. He had 14 back on January 5. Levi Van Dam's going to sit down. Gabe Overway back in.
Maroons still just 62% from the line this year.
Aldrich up. Good again. 20-12, 2:11 left in the half. Dykhouse gets a bottom of screen at the timeline. Aldrich fought his way through it. Now Dykhouse all the way to the bucket. Underneath, leaves it for Zierup. He throws it out for Hildenbrand. A three on the way. Good by Hildenbrand.
But the Chicks are really knocking the threes down tonight here at the Boss.
23-12. Overway, a long pass the other way off the glass, and good for Vince Overway. His second basket makes it 23-14, 1:45 left in the half. Dykhouse, right corner. Hildenbrand again. That time he missed it. Heat check there for Blake Hildenbrand. Now Aldrich flying into the front court. Nearly lost his balance. Hands to Muckma on a weave, and Muckma walked with it. He was going to get it to Overway, but Overway was too close. Muckma shuffled the feet. 6 turnovers, Holland Christian. Chicks get it back. 1:29 left in the half. And a 9-point lead for the Brown and Gold. Dykhouse to walk it into the front court. He'll get a high screen from Bonema. They double team Dykhouse. He gets it to Bonema, but still outside the arc. Right corner, that's Trip Remersma for 3, and it's good. Remersma with 7 already. How about the freshman?
The Maroons are going to have to find a way to play some defense on those three-point shooters.
26-14. Dykhouse poked it away from Aldrich. It came right to Gabe Overway, and now Aldrich on a layup attempt gets fouled, I think, by Mike Zierup. Yep. Zierup picks up his first. That is 6 on the team. Minute and 3 left in the half. 26-14 Zeeland East. Ethan Aldrich to the line for the Maroons. Up and good for Aldrich. 3 points all from the stripe for Ethan. Will Van Weeren replacing Evan Cruzy for the Maroons. Aldrich, one more coming. Get him within 10. And he does. So 4 in a row from the stripe for Aldrich. Makes it a 10-point game with a minute left in the first half. Dykhouse, again the high screen from Bonema. Dykhouse waves him off. Dykhouse looking to create something on his own. There he goes to his right. He leaves it underneath, and the layup put up short by Zierup. And now a rebounding foul called on Boone Bonema. Break for Holland Christian there. Boone picks up his second.
Bonema got just a little too aggressive there after the Maroons had secured the rebound.
6'4" Colton Compagner is going to check in. Bonema's going to sit down with his 2 fouls. 46.1 left. That puts the Maroons in the bonus. Here's Colin Aronson back in. Played briefly in the first quarter. And he's going in for 0. So Chris Muckman at the stripe for Holland Christian, averaging just under 9 points a game. Had 12 against the Chicks in January. Buckman's free throw is good. He's got 4. One more coming, 26-17.
6 out of 7 for the line, so good free throw shooting for the Maroons tonight.
One more coming for Chris. It is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound, Gabe Overway, and they'll say he stepped on the end line. So Zeeland East will get the ball with 44.8 left to play in the half. Reamer's been directing traffic, and he'll bring it up. Nope, Dykhouse wants it back. So Dykhouse will bring it up. Aldrich will meet him at the timeline. 37 seconds left. Just inside the center stripe. It's Dykhouse on the dribble. Aldrich gets close enough to start the 5-second count. Now they come and double Dykhouse. He tried a no-look pass in the corner for Reamersma, and Vince Overway knocked it away. So Chicks basketball on the baseline, but deep in their left-hand corner. Reamersma gets it into Dykhouse. 23 seconds left. They double Dykhouse. He splits it, runs right through it, runs it up to the basket. No, and Gabe Overway rebounds it for Holland Christian. That was great defense by the Maroons. 13 seconds left. Aldrich. Maroons down 9. Aldrich up top. Still with the dribble. Into the lane. Ethan Aldrich looks for Gabe Overway. Up off the glass for the left-handed good for Gabe Overway, and that will be the end of the first half. Holland Christian closing a little bit at the half. Right now they trail it by a score of 26-19. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Skur Printing and Mailing believes you are their #1 boss. You are the purpose for what they do. So what are the top 5 things Skur Printing and Mailing does to earn your biz? Friendly attitudes, principled service, honest answers, responsiveness, simplicity. That's it. Well, actually, this is better. Skur Printing and Mailing makes you and your business look great. Here's where you go to skurprinting.com to see everything they can do for you and your biz. Go ahead, skurprinting.com.
Craftsman of world-class landscapes and outdoor living spaces, Hollandia Outdoors has been serving West Michigan since 1965. Today, they have become a premier outdoor living design and build company, utilizing top artisans from around the nation and latest technology to create the most unique and memorable spaces. Whether you need lawn care and maintenance, landscape design and installation, or snow removal, since 1965, Hollandia Outdoors has been enhancing the outdoor experience of the West Michigan area.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Pledge.
Turnovers are even unofficially at 6 apiece. At the end of the first quarter, the Maroons led at 9-7. They were outscored 19-10 in that second period. And the Chicks lead them here at the half, 26-19.
Imagine your home reinvented with a distinctive Clopay garage door. With so many beautiful styles to choose from, Quality Door Company can help you rejuvenate your home's appearance by creating a dramatic entrance that makes a bold statement. To see what inspires you, try the Clopay Door Imagination System online and upload a picture of your own home. Explore the possibilities at imagineclopay.com. For more information, visit our locations in Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, or South Haven.
Soccer mom? Please. Baseball mom, swimming mom, church volunteer mom, taking care of my mom. Seems like I have everyone on my hands all the time and still work full time, which gives me no time to waste. Barbara Ford made good use of my time when I bought my crossover. High safety ratings, lots of bling. Even my picky kids don't mind being seen driving with mom. Barbara Ford, proud sponsor of Holland Christian Sports. In Holland, corner of US 31 and 8th Street, where your time is important.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
Quick check the score sheet for Holland Christian. The definition of balanced scoring. Aldrich, Vince Overway, Gabe Overway, and Chris Muckman all have 4 points. And the other 3 came from Will Van Leeuwen. For the Chicks, Clayton Dykhouse leads them with 11. Trip Reamersma, the freshman, chipped in 7 in that first half. They got 3 out of Blake Hilton, Blake Hilton, that is. 3 out of Adam Berghorst, and 2 from Boone Bonamez. Chicks 26, the Maroons 19 here at the half. Stay tuned for our student athlete interview right after these words on the Pledge.
Running up and down the court is like driving up and down the road. Everything's going great until you try to stop on a wet floor. It's like hitting the brakes on ice. The next thing you know, you're out of the game. Whether your car is double dribbling oil or doing its own layup in your driveway, we can help. OK Tire has 5 locations in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland and can help your car have a winning season. Online at oktirestores.net.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer, part owner of Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of us at Compound Door. We carry the Wayne Dalton line of garage doors powered by LiftMaster. Wayne Dalton offers a large selection of traditional or carriage house styles in steel, fiberglass, or wood. Come see the full collection of Wayne Dalton doors at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136 in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com. Compounddoor.com.
And it's time now for our regular halftime feature. Another opportunity to chat for a couple of minutes with the student athlete from Holland Christian. Tonight, our guest has a very familiar name to those of you who follow Holland Christian sports. We are happy to have Ryan Rhodes with us. Ryan representing the tennis team as the all-time leading winner. Ryan, congratulations on another great season this past fall. And welcome to our broadcast. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
We said you set the record. How many wins was that over your 4-year career?
It was 110 total throughout the 4 years, I believe.
Yeah. And you started out as the number 3 singles player as a freshman, and then worked your way up like number 1 singles junior and senior year, right?
Yeah, my freshman year I played 3 singles behind Danny Cruzy, who plays for Hope College now, and my older brother, who now plays for Hope. And then my sophomore year I played 2 singles behind JP Avila, who now plays tennis for Boston University.
Wow.
And in these past 2 years, I've got the opportunity to play 1 singles both years.
Oh, that's great. Do you have plans for next year?
I haven't set anything in stone, but I take visits to Grand Valley and Ferris. I'm going to probably try to get out to Wayne State at some point. And then, Hope's also hometown school.
You bet.
Both my parents went there, and uncle went there, another uncle went there, and my brother's currently attending there. So obviously, if my family had a choice, they'd like me to attend there,
But you're going to make your own choice.
Yep,
good for you.
Make my own decision.
That's very, very good. What do you enjoy most about tennis?
Just competition of it. I like to go out there and compete, play my best, and obviously I like to win. It always has more fun, but just like competition.
You're part of the team, but you're out there as an individual. What's that mindset like?
Yeah, it definitely brings a different dynamic to different sports compared to I played basketball as a freshman. That's more of a team sport. You're out there winning as a team. But for tennis, you're out there playing for yourself, but you're also playing for your team. Since if you win, you get to add a point for the team's total. And even though you have a different record individually than your team might have, you're still playing as a team and you love your teammates.
How'd you ever get started playing tennis? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. How'd you ever get started?
So I don't remember exactly when I started, but I remember watching my brother play. So I was pretty young and he was playing, and I watched a couple of his lessons. I think he was doing like Holland Rec or something like that. And I remember thinking, I should give this a try. And maybe a year or so later, after he started, I picked up a racket, started enjoying it, started playing a couple tournaments here and there, and slowly picked it up in the summers at MVP Tennis Academy, multiple other places, and through all that.
What kind of conditioning program do you do during the season as compared to off season?
I've actually had a little bit of problem with cramps in the past, so conditioning has been something that I really need to focus on. So it comes to just eating good food, stuff like that, staying in shape, working out. I drink these things called Pedialyte, keep up the electrolytes in your body to replenish. And they've been a big help.
Do you play year-round?
Yeah. I play, obviously the season's in the fall.
Yep.
And it always has been, so I played 4 seasons in the fall. Besides that, I'll play tournaments in the winter, I'll play tournaments in the summer, and I usually do a tennis academy somewhere in the summer, either in Grand Rapids or here.
Okay, great. Ryan, we've been asking everybody on this series of interviews about the relationship between their history in competitive sports and their faith. What does it mean to you as a Christian to be a member of a team?
I think it's really good for building your faith. I know this past year, before every single invitational on Saturdays, we would have a different kid pray. We'd huddle up and have a different kid pray. It started with me, it started with the seniors. that did it, and we'd work our way down into the underclassmen. But then also, like I said, I've had problems with cramps in the past, so I mean, it's just the type of thing to keep the faith.
Sure.
Patience. I know my freshman year I cramped in the semifinals of state. That was disappointing, but just to keep the faith, trust in it, and keep going.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. Congratulations on a record-breaking career here at Holland Christian, and best of everything in whatever you do in the future. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. Play.
Back courtside at DeVos, the Chicks of Zeeland East leading the Maroons of Holland Christian by a score of 26-19. Let's take a look at some shooting stats here, Scott.
All right, good free throw shooting for the Maroons tonight. They are 6 of 8 from the line for 75%. Just 5 of 15 from two-point land for 33%. Here's where the Maroons really struggled in the first half, and the difference in this game so far, the Maroons are just 1 of 9 from the three-point arc for 11%. That gives them an overall field goal percentage of 6 for 24 for 25%. For the visiting Zeeland East Chicks, 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75%. 4 of 15 two-pointers, 27%. 5 of 10 from three-point land for 50%. And 9 of 25 overall field goal shooting for Zeeland East, 36%. And the Maroons were out-rebounded in the first half, 15-12.
Your halftime score, Zeeland East 26, Holland Christian 19. You're listening to high school basketball on 96.5 and 1260 play.
Michigan hearing experts want you to know the real effects of hearing loss. Hearing loss can signal dementia. It's true. But there's good news. Treating hearing loss can ward off dementia. It's time to treat hearing loss at Michigan hearing experts. Good folks with a heart for people. Have patience. People. Let's treat hearing loss in your life today. Michigan hearing experts in Holland, Grand Haven, Jenison, and MichiganENTallergy.com.
You don't have to choose between a college that has an excellent academic reputation and one that's serious about Christian conviction. At Calvin College, we live both of these things every day, in every moment. That means we can continue. Find out more and about how we do faith and learning at calvin.edu. Calvin.edu.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
On average, the Maroons have been a better second half team this season. They're averaging 11.7 points in the first quarter. Tonight they only got 9. They're averaging 12.9 in the second quarter. Tonight they got 10. Listen to this. In the third quarter they averaged 14 points. And in the fourth quarter they averaged 13.3. Scott, we've seen a lot of second half comebacks by Holland Christian this season. I don't think it's time to write this one off just yet. Just that 7-point difference up on the scoreboard.
No, I think the Maroons have a run in them tonight, but whoever Coach Gould puts on Dykehouse here in the second half, they're going to have to stick to him like glue, because I tell you what, if you give him even 2 or 3 feet of opening, he's going to let that 3 fly.
And what you see out of him that you don't see out of very many high school players is that step back 3.
Yeah.
Or that 3 off the dribble when you don't have any idea he's going to shoot it.
Yeah.
He gets rid of the basketball quicker than anybody I have seen in years.
Yeah, he can really do that well, and you don't have to be far away from him. And before you know it, he's doing that step back and letting it fly. We're watching him here in warm-ups, and the guy doesn't miss.
No, he is just an amazing ball player, and he's taking him from 3 feet outside the college three-point line, which is like 20 feet 9 inches or 20 feet 6 inches. I keep forgetting. I think it's 9. So the high school three is at 19.9. The arc intersects the top of the free throw circle, and then another foot deeper is the college three-point line. We've talked a little bit about whether or not that messes up players or officials when they play high school ball in this facility. But it's something you just have to put up with when you're going to play on a college campus. So just a few seconds left in the halftime, 26-19. We all agree, all of us here in the press section anyway, that Holland Christian is very capable of pulling off a comeback here in the second half. So we'll see how this one goes. If you joined us late, girls game won by Zeeland East, 42-30. The Chicks under Coach Julie Potts are having a great season. They're now 10-3. All right, Maroons get the ball. They go left to right. Coach Fenlon talking to one of the officials as we are about ready to get the third period underway. There's the whistle, and Muckma will get it into Hoekstra. Out there with Levi, Vince, and Ethan. Hoekstra dribbling. Dykhouse has him. He picks it up off the right elbow. This is Mukma. Quick move over the freshman Reamer Smock. In 2 points for Chris Mukma. 6 for Chris. They're within 5. Dykhouse just across the timeline. Gets a high screen from Hotelling. They double Dykhouse out near the timeline. Now Hotelling's got it on the wing right. Go down into the right-hand corner for Berghorst, just inside the arc. Berghorst working his way into the lane, spins on Levi, puts it up with the left hand, rolls it around the rim and off, and Mukma rebounds it for Holland Christian. Now Aldrink on the fly to Vince Overway. Quick move around Hotelling, left-hand layup, no good. Vince Overway, beautiful spin move, couldn't finish it. Hotelling running the other way for the Chicks. Up top to Dykhouse. 26-21 Chicks. Dykhouse into the lane. Double pump, fake, throw it up. No, knocked out of bounds by Holland Christian. Chicks basketball.
Either Overway or Van Dam could have had that rebound, but when they both went for it, they knocked it out of bounds.
Remersman a trigger, baseline right. Holding and looking. Lob it out front for Dykhouse. Dykhouse just about to the center circle. Looking for something to set up. That's a little deep even for Dykhouse, although it wouldn't surprise me if he let go of it from there. They come to double him. He gets it to Remersman, left elbow to Berghorst. Berghorst with Van Dam on it. Gets double team out to Hotelling. Hotelling, one hand bounce pass right side, Remersman. It's like the defensive intensity is ramped up just a little bit. Not quite straight up man-to-man. They're doubling the ball occasionally. Here is Hildenbrand in the left corner. And a three put up and good by Hotelling. Ethan gets his first basket of the ball game and makes it an 8-point lead for the Chicks. Aldrink with it on a weave to Vince Overway. Hesitation move now at the right elbow. Kick it out left side. 15-footer from the wing. Levi Van Dam, no good. Mukma had a rebound and I think is fouled by Hotelling. And it will be out of bounds, and it was Remersman's foul, not Hotelling's.
Hustle play there for Mukma on that one.
Remersman's second, team's first. Mukma wanted a shooting violation, didn't get it. So here is Hoekstra looking to throw it in, just hands it right in front of him to Van Dam, who lobs it out to Ethan. Mukma, Hoekstra, Overway mid-post, in the lane, Van Dam up and fouled. Good ball movement, all 5 of them touched it. And the foul is on Hotelling. That'll be his first and the team's second. Levi gets 2 from the stripe. Big guy for the Maroons at 6'5". He is a senior. Up with the first, and it's good. Good free throw shooting continues for Holland Christian. Levi's first point of the night averages just under 6 a game. He was held at 2 points playing against Berghorst back in January. Up and good again. He's got his 2. 29-23 Chicks. Down in the left-hand corner. This is Hildenbrand. Goes right corner, Hotelling, right block to Berghorst, and a quick push from behind called on Levi Van Dam. His second, team's first. Levi can afford to do that a little bit more, especially if he gets it done before the shot. Remersman a trigger. Quite the pressure for the freshman. He'll lob it out in front for Hildenbrand. Get it over to Dykhouse. Dykhouse starts working his way toward the basket with the dribble. He'll one-hand it in the left corner to Hildenbrand. Hildenbrand bouncing underneath the Berghorst, fumbled it, got it back. Berghorst working in on Van Dam, and that's going to be another push on Van Dam.
Berghorst is such a beast to try and guard down there on the low blocks.
Third on Levi, second on the team. Here's Gabe Overway to replace Levi Van Dam.
He's got a lot of good moves once he gets his hands on the basketball down there. He's hard to defend.
Remersman triggering again, now baseline left. Looking, and lobs it up in front, and they take it away. Turnover Zeeland East, their 7th. Here's Aldrink on the run, over Dykhouse, left it short. Hoekstra puts it up, no. Mukma puts it up, yes. And the Maroons finally get some rebounds. And we have timeout on the floor. And this will be a 30-second timeout called by Holland Christian. Each team with 4 times out left. Maroons are within 4, 29-25. We have 5:24 left in what has been so far a very active third period.
Well, we're getting the run here that we thought we might see from the Maroons. Still a lot of good energy from that team coming out of the locker room.
Somehow they always seem to do that, which is a good thing. 29-25 Chicks.
Of course, not that we'd complain if we went into the locker room with a lead.
No, that would be a little different, wouldn't it? 6-5 on the year for Holland Christian. Third place in the league at 4-2. Hotelling the trigger.
I like what I'm seeing defensively so far in this half on Dykhouse.
Aldrink's got him right now. What they've been doing is doubling him if he stands still for a minute or two. This is Remersma with it deep right. Muckma on him. He tried to get around. Muckman did. Runs into Overway and he walked.
That happens a lot when you run into Gabe Overway.
That is the 8th turnover against the Chicks. Maroons get it back down by just 4. They've been down by as many as 12. Aldrink to bring it up. Throw it in front court for Hoekstra. Hoekstra at the top of the key to Gabe. Gabe Overway looked underneath, almost got it to Muckman. Gabe's going to take a 16-footer, no. And that rebound knocked out of bounds by Hotelling.
Gabe was a little uncomfortable there. I think he was just a little too far away from his comfort zone.
Aldrink to trigger, baseline left. About as close to the backboard as you can get. Quickly into Gabe. Now up to Chris. Muckma to Hoekstra. Back to Aldrink. Reverse it left side. Now left elbow. Gabe. Back up to Aldrink. Great ball movement here in the third by Holland Christian. Hoekstra's got it. Cross court to Muckma. Left elbow Gabe. Turn around from 12. In and out. No good. Rebound. Vince Overway. In the lane to Muckma. Muckma puts it up and draws the foul. Muckma to the line to shoot 2, and we'll check the Chicks foul.
As we've seen so often this year, great hustle away from the ball by Chris Muckma.
That's on Hotelling, his second. Team's third. And Chris Muckma gets 2 from the strike. 8 so far tonight for Chris, now 9.
Much improved on the free throw shooting for the Maroons tonight.
Boone Bonema replacing Hotelling for Coach Mike Fenlon. Don't think I've messed up his name yet tonight. Back in January, I was having a terrible time with that. Muckma up and good again. Double figures for Muckma, 29-27. Maroons within 2. They doubled Dykhouse out near the timeline, and a little bit of a hand check is going to be called on Ethan Aldrich. That was a ticky-tack foul right there. Ethan's second, team's third. Remersma comes half court near side to throw it in. And Dykhouse, that looked like over and back. Coach Poole jumping up and down. Now Hildenbrand underneath, leaves it for Remersma. Spin move right in front of the basket, missed the shot. Did Remersma, got his own rebound, now goes down to the deck. Ball is out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Holland Christian. Let's say it came off of Bonema. Bonema is just a football player. He really
Absolutely.
is.
What a great rebounder.
Aldrich in the back court, almost walked with it.
Yeah, he still is doing that.
Now Hoekstra, right elbow to Gabe. They're leaving Gabe wide open. He's going to shoot it from 18 and it won't go. But Muckma rebounds it, puts it up and in. Give Gabe an assist on that one. Muckma with 12. And we're tied. 29-29 through the hands of Berghorst from Dykhouse, out of bounds to Holland Christian. The 9th Chicks turnover.
Boy, the intensity on defense from the Maroons has the Chicks a little bit rattled here in the third quarter.
3:38 left in the third, tied at 29. Maroons have outscored them 10-3 here in the third period. Aldrich up top, around a screen from Gabe Overway. Still with the dribble, pull up from 17, in and out, rebound to Berghorst.
That one was halfway down.
And now a hand on the back of Berghorst from Gabe Overway is going to draw a whistle. Gabe's going to pick up his first and the team's fourth. Nate Ruloff's going to check back in. Gabe Overway going to sit down. That exchange was going to be made before Gabe committed the foul, in case you wondered.
Coach Poole was wondering, though, what the purpose of that one was.
Dykhouse gets triple team. Yeah. Goes around Muckma. Sticking with him is Aldrich. How about Aldrich's defense on that one? Now he tries to get around him. Ruloff's there into Berghorst. Berghorst with the left hand, too strong. And they're going to call a foul on Holland Christian. Berghorst to the line to shoot 2. Nate Ruloff picks up his third, team's 5th. So the Maroons piling up some personal fouls here in the third period. That's going to get Eli Schoonveld off the bench. Meanwhile, Adam Berghorst at the stripe. 14 against the Maroons in January, 3 so far tonight, and he missed the free throw. Scooney for Hoekstra.
Dykehouse with a little pep talk for Berghorst at the free throw line.
Adam tucks his right toes up against the line, brings the left foot in, fires it off, no good. He missed 2 in a row. And a rebound to Aldring for the Maroons. Maroons have a chance to take the lead with 3 minutes left in the third period. Schoonveld with it out near the center circle. Drives down to his right. Started by Hildenbrand. Up top for Aldring. Aldring at the free throw line. Muckma back to Aldring. Aldring back to Muckma, deep left. Muckma off the left side of the lane to Vince. They double team him to Muckma, quick underneath to Rulofs, who struggled but kept it. 3 for Ethan, no good. And the rebound pulled out by Dykehouse for the Chicks. Dykehouse brings it up, no looks it underneath to Bonema. Bonema puts it up and missed it. Rebound by Muckma. Bonema thought he was fouled. Now Schoonveld quickly ahead to Aldring. Aldring at the left elbow, spins, fires, got it! Ethan Aldring! What a move by the sophomore. 31-29 Maroons, 2:11 left in the third period. Timeout, Mike Fenlon and Zeeland East. This will be a full timeout. Maroons by 2. We're back in a minute on the play.
Skir Printing and Mailing believes you are their #1 boss. You are the purpose for what they do. So what are the top 5 things Skir Printing and Mailing does to earn your biz? Friendly attitudes, principled service, honest answers, responsiveness, simplicity. That's it. Well, actually, this is better. Skir Printing and Mailing makes you and your business look great. Here's where you go to skirprinting.com to see everything they can do for you and your biz. Go ahead, skirprinting.com.
Craftsmen of world-class landscapes and outdoor living spaces, Hollandia Outdoors has been serving West Michigan since 1965. Today, they have become a premier outdoor living design and build company, utilizing top artisans from around the nation and latest technology to create the most unique and memorable spaces. Whether you need lawn care and maintenance, landscape design and installation, or snow removal, since 1965, Hollandia Outdoors has been enhancing the outdoor experience of the West Michigan area.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The play.
Hudsonville Unity Christian continuing their strong ways. Big lead over Hamilton at the half. Hamilton is where Holland Christian will be. 39-16 is that score. Holland Christian will be in Hamilton on Tuesday night. Hope you'll join us if you can't make it to the game. Here's Trip Reamersman, the freshman for Zeeland East with the ball. The Maroons have outscored them 12-3 here in the third period. We have 2 minutes left in the third stanza. Boone Bonema playing catch with Reamersman. Now to Hildenbrand, left elbow to Berghorst. Berghorst had it poked away by Aldring. Dives for it. Berghorst tried to retrieve it, and we finally get a held ball call. Good job by Nate Rulofs to go down there with Adam Berghorst. Great job by Ethan Aldring to start the fracas.
Yeah, he snuck up right behind him. Berghorst never saw him, and he just tried to pull it away from him.
Reading Coach Fenman's lips, he says, that's a foul, and he's still talking to the official. Well, the official holding the ball. Somebody's got to trigger it.
Nobody wants to throw it in for the Chicks.
It'll be Bonema right in front of his own bench. Quarter court left. Get it into Reamersman with 1:48 left. Maroons lead it by 2. Reamersman with the dribble, now picks it up at the arc. Up top to Hildenbrand on a weave. Hildenbrand to Dykehouse. Dykehouse, 10 feet inside the timeline, now with the dribble. Dykehouse hands it on a weave to Reamersman. Reamersman over to Bonema. Bonema at the free throw line to Berghorst. Left corner, Hildenbrand, 3 ball on the way, and good for Hildenbrand.
They do not miss from the 3-point arc.
That's 2 bombs for Hildenbrand, 32-31 Chicks. Jake Van Dam in for Holland Christian. Scooney fouled by Dykehouse, no call. Right elbow Rulofs. He was fouled by Dykehouse, and they're going to call a walk on Nate Rulofs. Dykehouse getting away with all kinds of hand checks. Turnover number 7 for the Maroons, but their first here in the third period. So Reamersman to bring it up. He'll get it to Bonema. Boone back up top to Tripp. Now right side Dykehouse. Clayton just inside the timeline with the slow dribble, under a minute to play third period. Bounce it over to Reamersman, deep left. At the left elbow, this is Berghorst. Left corner, Hildenbrand. Up top, they'll get it to Reamersman. Reamersman, 1 dribble over to Bonema, deep between the rings. Bonema at the free throw line to Berghorst. Berghorst down the right side of the lane. Tried to get around Rulofs, he was cut off. Now Dykehouse with the ball, 39 seconds left in the period. Chicks by 1 with the basketball. Bonema, left wing to Hildenbrand. Blake gets it up top to Clayton. Dykhouse holding on Schoonveld, goes right side, Bonema. 27 seconds left. Free throw line, Berghorst. Berghorst turn around from 15, right elbow, no. Bonema flies in for the rebound. Out to Hildenbrand for three, got it. The third three thrown in by Blake Hildenbrand. It's 35-31. Oh, big screen by Ruloff. Took Dykhouse out. Dykhouse is still down. Here is Aldrink in and fouled. Dykhouse still laying on the court. What a screen by Ruloff. Somebody on the Chicks has got to yell that out, and they did not. Ruloff comes over, slaps hands with Dykhouse. Good clean play by Ruloff. He was just standing there. And we have a foul called on Berghorst. That'll be his third and the team's fourth. Thus the stoppage in action. We're going to check with Dykhouse to make sure he's okay. And the trainer for Holland Christian came out, so they're making Dykhouse sit down, and Coach Fenlon has an incredulous look on his face. He doesn't understand why his players have got to sit down. But boy, if you bring a trainer out, you've got to go to the bench.
Fenlon unhappy that the Holland Christian trainer came onto the floor. I think she was just looking out for his best interest.
Exactly. So. And she is the designated athletic trainer on site. Meanwhile, it's Ethan Aldrink at the strike for Holland Christian. 4-point lead for the Chicks. Burns were up by 2. Chicks answered. And up and good with the free throw for Ethan Aldrink. That'll be his 7th point of the night. Averaging just under 13 a game. 35-32, 4.2 seconds left, third period. Good with both of them for Aldrink. And now Vince Overway is going to check in, and Ethan Aldrink is going to sit down. Full court pressure, Holland Christian with 4 seconds left. Hildenbrand deep in the backcourt. Nope, that's Aronson rather. Down to Hildenbrand, who lets it go after the buzzer off the glass and off the iron, no good. After 3, Zeeland East by 2, 35-33 on the pledge. WPNW Zeeland, Holland Grand Rapids.
Imagine your home reinvented with a distinctive Clopay garage door. With so many beautiful styles to choose from, Quality Door Company can help you rejuvenate your home's appearance by creating a dramatic entrance that makes a bold statement. To see what inspires you, try the Clopay Door Imagination System online and upload a picture of your own home. Explore the possibilities at ImagineClopay.com. For more information, visit our locations in Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, or South Haven.
Soccer mom, please. Baseball mom, swimming mom, church volunteer mom, taking care of my mom. Seems like I have everyone on my hands all the time and still work full time, which gives me no time to waste. Barber Ford made good use of my time when I bought my crossover. High safety ratings, lots of bling. Even my picky kids don't mind being seen driving with mom. Barber Ford, proud sponsor of Holland Christian Sports. In Holland, corner of US 31 and 8th Street, where your time is important.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
8 minutes left, 35-33 Chicks, Holland Christian basketball. They go left to right. It's Van Weeren, Vince Overway, Ruloff, Mutma, and Schoonveld. Vince to Scooney. Over to Mutma, deep left. Cross court, Schoonveld. Back to Mutma, top of the key, left side, Van Weeren. Van Weeren up top, Schoonveld. Right side, Mutma had the open 3, turned it down. Mutma, one dribble to the elbow. Back to Schoonveld at the top. Back to Mutma, right wing. Mutma back to Scooney. Open left side, Van Weeren. He doesn't want the 3. Van Weeren up top to Mutma. Round on the right side to Schoonveld. Ruloff's calling for it on the inside. Now they get it to Overway on the left block. His 12-footer no good. Ruloff pulls down a rebound. Ruloff's walked with it. Yep. Turnover number 8. Shuffled the feet, trying to get position.
Really good hustle getting that rebound.
So the Chicks get it back, leading by 2. Just underway, 4th period. Clayton Dykhouse stops short of the timeline, now steps across. Dykhouse, left elbow to Berghorst. Adam down the left side of the lane, spins on Ruloff, lost him with a double spin, but missed the layup. And Mutma lost it out of bounds off the fingertips. Great move by Berghorst, just couldn't finish it.
Zeeland East has not made a two-point basket in this half.
Colin Aronson to trigger, baseline right. Throw it out to Dykehouse, sideline right. Dykehouse, pull up three. In and out. Rebound tipped around, and Hildenbrand comes away with it. Give Berghorst credit for that board. Dykehouse midway between the rings with the dribble. Fades to the left, directs a little traffic, goes to Bonema midway between the circles. Now Hildenbrand. Hildenbrand, left elbow to Berghorst. Berghorst looks, now puts it on the deck. And that's a charge on Berghorst. Good job by Nate Ruloff. 10th turnover, Zeeland East. Adam Berghorst just picked up his 4th foul. And here come the Maroons, down 2, 6:38 left in the ballgame.
That's a big foul against the Chicks. Coach Fenley is not happy.
Schoonveld to bring it up. Up top to Muckma, right side, Ruloffs. Oops, almost dragged that right foot again. Ruloffs did drag it that time. That is 9 turnovers on Holland Christian. Here is Hotelling to replace Berghorst.
Ruloffs outside the three-point arc is not who you want handling the basketball.
Bonema thought he was coming out again. He's staying in this time. And here's Dykehouse. Dykehouse, left side to Hotelling. Off the left elbow, knocked away by Ruloffs. Foul from behind on Ruloffs. That's 4 on Nate. So the 244s, each with 4 fouls. Levi Van Dam will replace Ruloffs. Meanwhile, Trip Reamersma is going to replace Colin Aronson for Zeeland East. Hotelling to throw it in, half court left, and it comes to Dykehouse. 2-point lead, Chicks. Dykehouse tries to get around Schoonveld. Schoonveld knocked away. A pass attempt. And now we have a foul called on Boone Bonema, his 3rd, team 6th. So at 3-quarter court, Van Weeren to throw it in. Dykehouse, one-man screen, no problem. And Schoonveld brings it up. Levi Van Dam did a great job freeing Schoonveld. Van Dam's got it on a lob. Van Dam down the arc on the right side, looks to reverse it, can't find anybody. Now bounces it to Van Weeren. Up top to Scooney. Scooney down the right side of the lane, hook it underneath for Van Dam. Van Dam puts it up, no good. Rebound tip, no. Van Dam again, up, yes, and 1. Levi Van Dam with his 4th point of the night. He'll go to the stripe for 1 more. And Boone Bonema just picked up his 4th. And more importantly, that's 7 on the team. So here's Van Dam at the stripe to shoot 1. Levi 4 points on the night. 35-35 tie, and now the Maroons missed the free throw. And it's still a tie game. Here comes Dykehouse. Zeeland East has been able to answer everything Holland Christian has done. Dykehouse sneaks through, misses the layup. Bonema puts the rebound up and in, and 1 for Boone Bonema. And this Holland Christian foul is on Levi. Now he's got 4. Got any eligibility left? None of them. Bonema at the stripe for Zeeland East. Every time the Maroons have pulled a little ways ahead, Zeeland East has climbed back in it. Bonema makes. It's now 38-35.
This place is electric right now with the 2 student sections. 5
for Bonema on the night. Here's Van Dam with it. Maroons down 3. Sideline left, Muckma quickly, left elbow, turnaround, Vince Overway, no. Levi tipped it, but it came down in the hands of Hildenbrand.
Sure looked like he got hit on the elbow there.
He'll bring it up. Leave it on the left side for Reamersma. Reamersma holding on Van Weeren. Now we'll dribble it up toward the top, and there's a hand check called on Will Van Weeren. Van Weeren's first. 9 on the team. 1 and 1 for Trip Reamersma. Oh, sorry, 8 on the team. My bad. Reamersma with 7 points. 39-35 as Reamersma makes. That's his first point of the second half. 1 more coming. 5:04 left to play. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Mark Opp, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Holland. We have an offensive player of the game for Premier Cleaning Services, defensive player of the game from Vanderline Home Improvement. Reamersma made them both, and the lead is back to 5 with 5 minutes left in the game. Maroons ball, Chicks lead. Scooney to Van Weeren, right corner, wide open for 3. It's Vince Overway. He got it!
It's Overway with 7. Full timeout on the floor. 4:50 left. It's a 2-point lead for the Chicks of the Pledge.
Running up and down the court is like driving up and down the road. Everything's going great until you try to stop on a wet floor. It's like hitting the brakes on ice. The next thing you know, you're out of the game. Whether your car is double dribbling oil or doing its own layup in your driveway, we can help. OK Tire has 5 locations in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland and can help your car have a winning season. Online at oktirestores.net.
You don't have to choose between a college that has an excellent academic reputation and one that's serious about Christian conviction. At Calvin College, we live both of these things every day, in every moment. That means we think deeply about the world we live in, its people, the discoveries, all of it. And we wrestle with how our faith applies to every aspect of what we're learning. If you want to learn more and go deeper, you'll fit in well at Calvin. Find out more and about how we do faith and learning at calvin.edu. calvin.edu.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
Back with you from the DeVos Fieldhouse on the campus of Hope College in downtown Holland, Michigan. 40-38 Zeeland East with the lead over the homestanding Maroons. Levi Van Dam comes out limping noticeably. And he is going to play. And here come the Chicks with that 2-point lead. Dykhouse be met at 3/4 court by Aldrink. Dykhouse will just walk it across the timeline. Fire it in the right-hand corner. Quick move by Hotelling. Couldn't get there. Steal, Holland Christian. 11 turnovers. Aldrink on the run over Dykhouse. Missed the layup. And Dykhouse came away with it but went over the end line. So it is still Holland Christian basketball. Boy, Dykhouse came out of there like his hair was on fire. But he stepped on the end line, said the official. So the Maroons still have it. Substitution, Berghorst carrying 4 fouls back in for Hotelling. Aldrink to throw it in. Baseline left. Lob it in for Van Dam. Knocked away Bonema. Van Dam got it back. Up top, Muttley in the corner. Aldrink 3. Over the screen, and he got it! It's Aldrink! And the Maroons get the lead back. Aldrink with 11. It's 41-40. Holland Christian.
Cold-blooded 3 by Aldrink.
Dykhouse. Bounce pass over to Bonema. Off the right elbow to Berghorst. Berghorst, 1 spin. Now the dribble. Now the spin on Van Dam. Van Dam blocked it. How about that for 4 fouls? Van Dam just blocked it away. Here's Van Weeren into the front court for Holland Christian with a 1-point lead halfway through the final period. Ethan Aldrink dribbling out near the timeline. Gets a high screen from Van Weeren. Gets it to Will, left wing. Now up top for Muckman. Boy, if Dykhouse had been looking, he could have stolen that one. Van Dam left elbow, Overway, quickly to Van Weeren for an 18-footer. It's good.
Great job by Van Weeren there, being ready to shoot the ball as soon as he caught it.
Maroons by 3, 3:37 left. Dykhouse all the way into the hole, blocked out of bounds again by Levi Van Dam. Here's Hotelling, replacing Bonema, who takes his 4 fouls to the bench. This will be Hotelling to throw it in, baseline left. Coach Cool's feeling better. Out front, Dykhouse. Left corner, Berghorst. Double team. Berghorst. Bounce pass to Dykhouse, and it came loose. 12 turnovers for the Chicks. Aldrink for Holland Christian with a 3-point lead. Aldrink working the sideline. Gets it to Vince Overway out near the center circle. Started by Hildenbrand. The 2 number 4s looking at each other. Now Aldrink's got it. Up top to Mukma. Left wing, Van Weeren. Left block, Vince Overway. Turnaround from 10. Yes! Coach Poole jumping up and down as soon as he saw that one leave Overway's hands. Now running all the way down to the end line. It's Hildenbrand. He'll get it up to Remersma. Shot fake. Remersma. Mid post. Walked with it. That's turnover number 13 for the Chicks. 45-40 Holland Christian. Maroons get the ball back. 2:50 left in the game.
Freshman was feeling a little bit of pressure there.
1-man pressure in the backcourt from Dykhouse on Aldrink. Muckma comes to set the screen. They don't need it.
Dykhouse didn't want to run into that one.
Now, one of those a night is enough. Aldrink's got it. Remersma gets screened, and that's a reach-in called on Dykhouse. Dykhouse picks up his first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the team.
Coach Fenlon wanted to travel there. Quite honestly, it could have gone either way.
Aldrink at the strike for Holland Christian with 11 points on the night. 5-point lead Maroons, 2:34 left. Up. Good for Aldrink. One more on Motus. 46-40. 2:34 left. On the way. No good. The rebound tipped up by Hotelling. It's on the deck, but there were no white shirts there. Now Dykhouse into the front court. Maroons by 6. Dykhouse left-hand corner. Hildenbrand, quick move to the hole. Hildenbrand layup, missed it. Rebound, Machma. Machma to Aldring. Maroons now can afford to take their time. They're up by 6, 2:17 left. Now Machma, top side. Out to Van Weeren, 3 feet inside the timeline. Quarter court left, Van Dam. Looking for help, gets it from Machma. Machma up top for Aldrink. The Maroons playing keep away for now with 1:59 left of the game, leading by 6. They're going to force Zeeland East to foul him. Berghorst won't. He's got 4 already. And a pass at the feet of Van Weeren. Good job to pick it up at quarter court. Van Weeren up top to Aldrink. Pretty gutsy with a 6-point lead against the Chicks. Coach Poole ready to do it. Now the Maroons nearly threw it away. Great save by Van Dam. What a save by Levi Van Dam. Timeout Holland Christian. Oh my goodness, I didn't think there was a prayer saving that ball.
Van Dam came all the way from down and near the basket, ran all the way out three-quarter court and saved that ball from going into the student section.
Unbelievable by Levi Van Dam with 1:36 left. The Maroons hanging on to the ball, leading 46-40. Once again, you want to stick around for our post-game show brought to you by Mark Hopp, your local Farm Bureau Insurance representative, and Holland. Premier Cleaning Services sponsors our offensive player of the game, and Vanderlawn Home Improvement, our defensive player of the ball game. Boy, this has been a team effort on both sides tonight. Nobody has really gone out and taken the game over like Dykhouse did the first game between these two this season. So it might be a little tough picking players of the game, but we'll get it done.
Absolutely.
So just outside quarter court, Mutner's going to throw it in. The Maroons line up straight in front of him. And now they break out of it. Set a couple screens, getting into Vince Overway. Up top to Van Dam, now Aldrink. Dykhouse on Aldrink. Aldrink around him, and a reach-in foul called on Clayton Dykhouse. Semi-intentional, Clayton's second. Team's 9th, 1-1 coming for Ethan Aldrink. The Maroons can make free throws, they can put it in the win column. And they've been good up until the last one that was missed by Aldrink.
A lot of time left here yet, though, and the way Dykhouse can shoot the 3, this game's not over.
Colton Kabagner stuck in for about 10 seconds, and now Berghorst is back in. 12 points, tied for game high with Chris Muckman is Ethan Aldrink. And he wants it himself. Nothing but net from the stripe. Ice water in the veins of this talented sophomore.
Both of these teams with a lot of young players. We're going to have some good games here in the future.
Aldrink up. Good again. 48-41, 29 left. Dykhouse quickly into the front court. Left side, Hildenbrand. Overway on him. Hildenbrand off the left side of the lane, Berghorst. He's working it in on Van Dam. Out to Hotelling. Hotelling down the right side of the lane over Van Weeren. Missed it, and a rebound, and that's a foul on Hildenbrand. As Levi Van Dam pulled down that rebound, and Hildenbrand just ran him over. Hildenbrand's second. That'll be the 10th team foul. So this will be 2 for Van Dam.
Well, the Maroons were down by 3 rebounds at the half. They are now leading Zeeland East in rebounding.
Unbelievable. What a great effort by Holland Christian. They faced all kinds of adversity in the first half and in the latter stages of the third quarter of this one. Now Levi at the stripe, knocks it through, 49-40. That is 5 for Van Dam. Coach Poole pulls the rest of the Maroons off of the lane to our right. Van Dam there with 3 brown shirts. And no good with that one. Hotelling will leave it for Dykhouse. 1:12 left, Maroons by 9. Dykhouse will take it all the way in, trying to draw a foul, and does. Boy, that's a ticky-tack foul. And they're going to call it on Vince Overway. Vince will pick up his first of the night. That is 9 on the team, and here's Compagner ready to check back in. Meanwhile, Dykhouse at the stripe has been held scoreless for all but 1:07. That's what's left in this second half. Now he gets that one up. Compagner's going to replace Berghorst, who has 4 fouls. 49-41. Timeout on the court. This will be a 30-second timeout called by Zeeland East. Each coach now has 2 times out left. We have 1 minute and 7 left in the ball game, and now they changed it. And they're going to say it's a full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer from Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of a fellow Holland Christian alumni at Compound Door, where over half our staff are HC grads. We carry CHI garage doors. CHI offers a large selection of traditional and carriage house styles, designs, and windows. Come by our showroom and see the full collection of CHI doors powered by LiftMaster operators at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136th in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com.
Michigan Hearing Experts wants you to know the real effects of hearing loss. Hearing loss can signal dementia. It's true, but there's good news. Treating hearing loss can ward off dementia. It's time to treat hearing loss at Michigan Hearing Experts. Good folks with a heart for people. Not patients, people. Let's treat hearing loss in your life today. Michigan Hearing Experts in Holland, Grand Haven, Jenison, and MichiganENTAllergy.com.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Play.
67 seconds left in this one. Dykehouse at the stripe for Zeeland East. Got one more coming. 8-point lead. Holland Christian. Dykehouse is second. Is good. 13 for Clayton. Full court pressure. Muckman gets it into Aldrink cleanly. Now Aldrink one dribble. Knocked away by Compagner, and Compagner steals it. 10th turnover, Holland Christian. And now they're going to call a foul. The officials looking at each other. What do we got? This is going to be a Holland Christian foul and put Dykehouse at the stripe, I believe. It's on Aldrink. That'll be his third. And now the Maroons are over the limit, so this will be 2 for Dykehouse. That is an ill-advised foul right there. 49-42. Dykehouse makes. It makes again. It's a 4-point ball game with just under a minute to play. Scary time if you're a Holland Christian fan. Dykehouse, good again. 15 for Clayton. Full court pressure. Muckman needs to get it in or call timeout. One of the two. He gets it into Vince Overway. He is quickly double teamed, hanging on, and is fouled by Tripp Remersma, who thought he had a tie-up. Not according to the official. Remersma picks up his third. This will be 2 from the stripe for Vince Overway. 56.8 left. Coming back into the East lineup to play offense will be Adam Berghorst. Maroons need to keep making free throws. 49-44, make it 50. 50-44, and Overway gets his 10th point of the night. Compagner out, Berghorst in for Zeeland East. 56.8 left. This is a big one. It makes it 3 possessions. On the way, and no good. Whoop, into the lane early on Dykehouse. Another one coming for Vince Overway. Well, that could be big. Good job by Will Van Weeren to block out Dykehouse. Make him step into the lane. Nope, Overway missed it. Rebound Berghorst to Dykehouse. Here come the Chicks. 54 seconds left. They're down 6. Dykehouse will take it all the way to the basket and then hand it off to Berghorst for a layup. It's good. Timeout, Zeeland East. 5 for Berghorst and timeout Chicks. And this will be a 30-second timeout, we think.
I was really impressed with Clayton Dykehouse in that play. Normally we've seen him just go to the basket, you know, sometimes take more or less of a wild shot, but great assist there and just handed it off to Berghorst for the easy 2.
He's got so much faith in his ability to get the ball where he wants it to go, oftentimes with one hand and frequently with no look.
Unbelievable vertical leap, too. He gets way up in the air and then either lays it off the backboard, or in that case, he just handed it off to Berghorst and gave Berghorst the easy 2. Really good basketball player.
Yeah, everybody thought he was going to shoot it. He just hands it off to Adam, and Adam puts it up and in. So it's 50-46 with 46.5 seconds left. This one's not over yet. Full court pressure, Zeeland East. Muckman trigger defensive baseline down to our left. Gets it in quickly. This is Aldrink. Aldrink's going to run it up the court. Into the front court, Ethan. Aldrink waiting to get fouled. Does by Hildenbrand with 41.6 seconds left. Hildenbrand picks up his third. What's he arguing about? He wanted to foul him.
Yeah, he thought Aldrink was carrying it.
Okay. So Aldrink to the stripe. 14 on the night. One more Tyson with Dykehouse for game high. Got it. You got to look a long ways to find a cooler sophomore than Ethan Aldrink. Berghorst for Compagner, offense for defense. Actually, the other way around, defense for offense. 51-46, 41.6 left. Aldrink, make again. Here comes Dykehouse, 39 seconds left, Maroons by 6. Dykehouse all the way in. Blocked by Aldrink. Here's Overweight, ahead to Muckma, wide open. Muckma the jam! Muckma puts an exclamation point on it with 25 seconds left. Dykehouse the other way, draws the foul in the lane. I think maybe it's Aldrink. Student section going crazy across the way. Vince Overway's foul, just his second. Dykehouse 2 from the stripe. Maroons lead it by 8. Unbelievable sequence for Holland Christian. Muckma the jam to, as we said, put the exclamation point on it. The Maroons hope. Dykehouse misses the free throw. Here's Compagner for Berghorst. Still a 3-possession ball game. Dykehouse can't do anything about that. Once he misses and they get an offensive rebound. He did not miss. 16 for Dykehouse. Full timeout on the court. We'll keep it here with 23 seconds left. 54-47. What a second half comeback by Holland Christian.
Yeah, you said it coming into right as we started the second half that the Maroons had every opportunity for a comeback here tonight. Great energy coming out of the locker room. You know what? We talked about defense on Clayton Dykehouse. Great job, and just really shutting him down this half.
Yeah, considering the fact that he had 28 against them back in January, and they've held him to 16 tonight, but only 5 of those have come in the second half, and he is without a field goal in the second half. All 5 of those points have come from the free throw line. So the Maroons have held Berghorst to just 5 points. He's been in foul trouble most of the night in his defense. And then holding Dykehouse to 16 with just 5 one-at-a-time points coming here in the second half. A great job by the Holland Christian defense. We may have to give it to the whole team tonight. 23 seconds left to play. They're trying to get to 7-5 on the year and 5-2 in the league.
Unity's going to remain undefeated in the league. They defeated Hamilton 77-39.
If it stays this way, will be just the second league loss for the Chicks. Muckma allowed to run the baseline, gets it into Aldrink, and he is quickly fouled with 22.1 left. So Aldrink back to the stripe for the Maroons. And the foul is on Riemersma, his 4th. So 3 of the Chicks now carrying 4 fouls.
Good job by the Maroons there, getting the ball to the hot free throw shooter.
The rest of the Maroons huddled center circle. Aldrink at the stripe with 4 brown shirts. Up and good. Well, I thought when he let it go it was going to be short, but he got it there.
Took a little coaxing.
Yeah, Berghorst and Hildenbrand for Compagner and Aronson for the last 22.1, maybe. Keep the coffee warm, hon. We're going to be late tonight. Aldrink up, missed the second. Almost got his own rebound, and he was there all by himself. Here come the Chicks. Dykehouse. Leave it for Berghorst. Berghorst dribbled it off his foot, out of bounds. Ouch. 14 turnovers, Zeeland East. 15.1 left. 8-point lead, Maroons. Muckma all the way ahead for Vince Overway. What a pass, 3/4 of the court, and then Hildenbrand fouled him to prevent the layup. What a pass from Muckma. 3/4 the length of the court, right into the arms over the shoulder of Vince Overway, and Vince is going to the stripe. And Hildenbrand is, well, they're saying that is 5 on Hildenbrand. I missed one. So Hildenbrand's going to have to come out, and Aronson's going to check in.
Hildenbrand was not going to let Vince Overway end this game with a slam dunk.
No, he wasn't. Overway a good night, 10 points. That's what he averages. going to be one of those games where the final score is not going to indicate how close it actually was. Overway up and good. Well, you got to love it when they make free throws down the stretch.
20 free throw attempts for the Maroons here in the second half.
And the lead is 10. 12 seconds left. Dykhouse in a hurry into the front court. Aldring backpedaling, still staying with him. Dykhouse still with the dribble. Dykhouse underneath. Tried to hand it to somebody and threw it away. That'll be the 15th turnover, and that will be a Holland Christian victory. 57-47. Holland Christian avenges a January loss to Zeeland East and win here at home by 10. Maroons are now 7-5. They're 5-2 in the league. Zeeland East is now 5-8, and they are 5-2 in league competition. Back with our postgame show in a moment on the Pledge.
Craftsmen of world-class landscapes and outdoor living spaces, Hollandia Outdoors has been serving West Michigan since 1965. Today, they have become a premier outdoor living design and build company, utilizing top artisans from around the nation and latest technology to create the most unique and memorable spaces. Whether you need lawn care and maintenance, landscape design and installation, or snow removal, since 1965, Hollandia Outdoors has been enhancing the outdoor experience of the West Michigan area.
Is there anything wrong with being a good sport? Helping an opponent up after knocking them down? Sincerely congratulating the other team after the game, win or lose? Showing respect for referees? It's how we should act every day at every game, because nothing beats good sportsmanship. To learn more about sportsmanship, visit the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
96.5 FM and 1260 AM. The Pledge.
Holland Christian wins it by 10. Our postgame show is brought to you by Mark Hopp, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative. For prompt personal insurance services, call Mark, Joe Bauman, or Matt Neal at 616-396-5728. What a ball game here tonight as the Maroons come back from a 2-point end of the third quarter deficit. They outscored them 24-12 in the final period, and they win it going away 57-47. Holland Christian offensively tonight a little bit sleepy in the first half, just 19 points, 9 in the first, 10 in the second. They put up 14 in the third and 24 in the fourth quarter. For Zeeland East, slow first quarter, just 7 points, but they put up 19 in the second. They led it by 7 at the half. Maroons a 17-point turnaround in the second half, holding the Chicks to 9 in the third and 12 in the fourth quarter. Holland Christian wins it by a score of 57-47. Just 10 turnovers for Holland Christian tonight, and only 4 of those in the second half. For Zeeland East, unofficially, they had 15 turnovers in the books. So the Maroons get a 10-point win, go to 7-5, 5-2 in the league, and they are now tied with Zeeland East in league competition. Individual scoring looks like this. Game high, sophomore Ethan Aldrink with 17. For the Maroons, Chris Mutton with 14. Vince Overway with 12. 3 guys in double figures again. They got 5 out of Levi Van Dam. Will Van Weeren 5 off the bench. And Gabe Overway 4 off the bench. The Maroons total 57 here tonight. And they're only averaging just a